Are you doing Lively?
Thanks, and I'm doing a video, that's the problem.
Video about what?
My boyfriend. Please can you leave? I'm trying to film a video. I'm doing a video about advice.
I need some advice by you.
That's a problem. Hi, why is my thing not home? Hey guys, so today I'm going to be doing another boy friendship. I just want to have a chat with you guys basically because I asked on Instagram for some scenarios. Yeah, it's basically just going to be a really chatty advice video and I hope you guys enjoy it. If you do, make sure to smash a big thumbs up, stop what you're doing right now and press that red subscribe button down below and turn on post notifications. And yeah, let's get on with the video. Okay, so the first thing you guys commented is not being over an ex. So I feel like with this, it really depends on the scenario obviously and how it ended, but I'm assuming if you're not over your ex, well to be fair, a lot of people it can still end badly, like their ex for example could cheat on them, but they've been with them for so long, they still have that connection and they still love them in a way, even though they have really hurt them. I think you're just gonna tell yourself, honestly, like it's ended for a reason. If it ended on good terms, you know, you might be able to pick it back up and you might just need a break for a while. But if it ended on bad terms and he did something to you, you need to leave right now. He's not worth your time. You can do so much better, and don't just stay with someone because that's what you're used to and that's what you're comfortable with. If someone cheats on you, you leave. Like, I know that's really hard to say because like you could be with someone for like 5 years and they could literally, you could think you're gonna marry them. It's kind of easy to let them back in because it's like, oh, they did it once, they apologized, I love them, but still you deserve so much better than that, and there's so many other people out in the world that would treat you so much better than that, so you don't deserve them. To get over an ex, you just need to stop thinking about them, block them off social media. There's a stigma around blocking people, but I don't have a problem with it. Like, I actually saw this really good tweet the other day about blocking people and I was like, sister, I relate. If I block your number or block you on social media, it doesn't mean I'm being petty or childish or that you won. It means you're so negative and irrelevant to my life that I don't care to see what you're doing, nor do you need to see what I'm doing. And I literally think that is so true. There's so many people that I want to block, but like I just don't block. It's like almost they have something like against me, like they have something to say that I've done to them. There's such a stigma around blocking people, but like it can be so refreshing to block someone and just remove them from your thoughts, especially if you associate them with loads of negative thoughts. Every time you think about them, distract yourself quickly. Success is the biggest revenge, so work hard on whatever you want to do and be like, hey hun, I'm doing better than you. So Freya says, how to find out if they like you. This is sort of hard to answer because obviously a lot of people go about this in many ways. Like I have friends that are really shy and friends that will just straight out be like, do you like me? Like, just, you know, tell me if you like me and then we can move on. I think it is really good to ask them, hey, do you like me? No, I wouldn't really say it like that. Personally, wouldn't say to a boy, do you like me? Because it's sort of too confrontational and I'm too scared of them being like, no. But then again, you have to get past that because they might be too scared to say it to you. I think a lot of people do get into the realms of like, they ask them way too quickly. Like personally, what I've seen and heard about boys is, say you meet up with them or you've been talking for like a couple days, maybe even a week, don't message them and be like, do you like me? That will scare them off so much. Like obviously those boys are different, but like the boys that I've spoken to, that's what they've said about that situation. Personally think, I said this in my last boy talk, I went through a bunch of signs that like they're showing that they like you. So that's like a little bit of contact, maybe if they turn their knees towards you. Click the eye to watch that video if you want to see like that sort of advice, because I talked about it all before, I didn't talk about it again. Someone said, what do you do if your best friend goes out with your crush? I feel like this is a really horrible situation because you kind of feel betrayed by them, especially if they knew that it was your crush. That's a massive no-no. Like I feel like that's really bad. If I was single and my friend had a crush, I wouldn't go near their crush. I think that is so out of bounds. But then again, if you haven't told them that it's your crush, it's kind of difficult because they obviously didn't know, and if they really liked the boy then they just went for it, and good on them for going for it. I would do is talk to them, and if she didn't know, maybe just say, I do feel slightly uncomfortable, I did have a massive crush on him, but then again, do your best to move on. If they're happy together, then you should be happy for your friend, even though it's really difficult because obviously you had a crush on that guy, but there are so many other guys out there, and don't get too caught up in it. How to know if you actually like them. Okay, I think when you know you like a boy, when you get that like warm feeling in your stomach and like everything he does just makes you like smile, you always think about him, and it just makes you feel happy really, and like safe and comfortable, and you can trust them. That was quite a short answer, but I feel like that is just, you sort of know, like just follow your gut and you kind of know. Ellie says how to be noticed just like in general by boys. For me personally, during secondary school, I wasn't really friends with many boys. We didn't have like a fixed like friend group that had boys in them, is what I'm basically trying to say. It's slightly difficult because a lot of girls, they grow up like in their friendship group with loads of boys, and they obviously have friends of friends, and you like meet more boys. When you have a seating plan and stuff, you get sat next to boys. Just be more outgoing, like go up to them and just talk to them. I wouldn't just like go up out of the blue. Like I personally wouldn't do that. I'm kind of scared. Like I wouldn't just go up to a boy and be like, in your lessons, sit next to their lunch, maybe go up to them and like be like, do you want to go get a baguette? Someone says, should I make a move on my guy best friend? I've honestly liked him on and off since we met years ago, and my friends get the feeling he likes me too. He's a total sweetheart and we love all the same stuff. I'm kind of scared it will go wrong. Definitely go for it. Like it can go wrong, but then again, you've been friends for ages, and I feel like when you're in that position of friendship, you can get past, you would be able to get over it and carry on as friends. But I know sometimes when like people date inside the friendship group and they date their friends and they do break up, it does sort of ruin the dynamic and it can be slightly awkward afterwards. Like I really think it will go well, because at the end of the day, your boyfriend should be like your best friend. Okay, someone says there's this guy in our school and he's super nice when it's just us because he's really caring and compassionate, but when he's with his friends, he switches. I feel like a lot of the time boys change when they're around their friends, and I see this, I literally see this in every single boy. Like they can be the nicest person when they're alone, and then when they're with their friends, they're just such a bad influence on each other. I wouldn't take it too heavily, because thing is, boys are just like, when they're together, they do, like that is kind of natural. Like if they are different around you, then I personally think that is who they are. Do you think an age gap of 2 years is too much at school? So the girl is in year 9 and the boy is in year 11. Okay, I'm gonna be completely honest. I can't get my head around age gaps at school, just because like I think of the people that are like 2 years below me. It makes me feel really, really weird the thought of dating them, because I've like never mixed with like the younger years personally. However, if you sort of hang out with them, like a lot of people I've noticed are like in year 11 and they're like friends with the year 10s. But then again, like age is just a number. Like I personally think like really, really big age gaps, like 20 years, it kind of, I just don't really understand it. So I sort of can't really relate to it. But if you really like them, I think age is just a number and you should just get past that. Somebody says, I'm 15 and I haven't had my first kiss and I'm really, really embarrassed. It's really, really sad that people are in such a rush and they feel like so much pressure. No one is going to judge you for that. Like, there are some groups in school that go out to parties way earlier than other groups. They have their first kiss a lot younger. I personally was never in that group that went to like parties in secondary school, so I completely understand where like you feel so much pressure because you see everybody else doing it. But honestly, it will come at the right time, and I don't think you should rush it at all. Don't feel stressed at all, because it will come naturally. I don't think you should rush it and just do it with somebody random. It should be special and somebody that you really, really like, and it shouldn't just do it with somebody just to like get it over and done with. Just do it literally whenever you want to, and don't feel pressure at all, because there's so many other people in the same boat as you that you probably don't know. There's a mirror in the bathroom.
There's no mirror in my room.
There's a mirror in the, go into in the bathroom.
Yeah, I can't.
So that is all the questions and scenarios I'm going to be answering for this video. I really hope it helps some of you guys out and you took some advice from this video. And yeah, give it a huge thumbs up. Make sure to stop what you're doing right now and press that red subscribe button. Turn on post notifications by pressing the bell. And yeah, I'll see you in my next video. Bye!
Oh baby, I love your madness.